Australia right now is on the verge of one of the most pivotal disruptions in the history of our country. The Electric Car Show is on in Melbourne. It's going to be the biggest electric car show that we've ever had in Australia. And it's really such a fascinating time because we're talking disruption of Australia's energy industry. I mean, every coal power plant in Australia will be shut down before 2035. We're also talking complete disruption of the car industry. We're moving from one type of propulsion to a completely different one. That completely different one is complicated. There's so many different battery types. There's so many different technologies converging at once. We've got AI. We've got AI now being, put into cars, basically. All of these things are happening really, really quickly. The car industry is changing. If you buy an internal combustion engine car today, pretty good chance when you go to sell it in a few years' time, our resale value will plummet. I know that sounds crazy, but battery prices, the batteries that go in like your phone, right? Everything, battery prices have come down 30% this year. Solar panel prices, the same. So what does all of this mean? Well, I'll be talking about that at the Electric Car Show this weekend, the 23rd of September at 1 p.m. at the show. Guys, if you'd like to attend, I'd love to see you there. It'll be really, really interesting because it'll be the biggest electric car show in Australia's history. All the major manufacturers, not all, but most of them are going to be there, which is quite a shock. Chinese EVs will be there. There'll also be some new battery technologies. There'll also be some interesting electric bikes. So if you'd like to come and you don't already have a ticket, hit me up, contact@theelectricviking.com, or you can send me a text message, but email would be the best. Contact@theelectricviking.com, and I'll give you guys a free ticket. And I'd love to see you at the show. Be a good opportunity to catch up. 1 p.m. on the 23rd of September. Hello, my friends. I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for your support. The past 9 months have, of course, been very challenging. In December last year, we found out that Shanna had stage 4 cancer, but she had been sick for months before that. And it was misdiagnosed on a number of occasions. So for months, she was in a lot of pain. The doctor, of course, kind of basically fobbed her off, said it was something else. And she kept asking for a better look, and it didn't happen. It took months for us to actually finally discover that, in fact, the pain she was feeling was stage 4 cancer, which had spread to different parts of her body. So she has colorectal cancer. It's called incurable cancer. I remember when we got told this information and my stomach dropped, just dropped to the floor, and I felt nauseous and sick. It was completely unexpected. I was sitting in the car with the boys. We were going to pick Shanna up after she had a procedure done. And this is a procedure that we thought was just something minimal. The nurse called me on the phone and she said, "I need to see you in person. I'll take the boys from you so you can speak to the doctor with Shanna." And that was when I went, something strange is up. This is very unusual. Why would they be wanting to take the boys away from me so they can speak? Why couldn't the boys be there with us? It couldn't be that big of a deal, or could it? Well, of course, it turned out to be something that would change our lives drastically. Over the last 9 months, everything has been a little bit crazy. We've moved places a number of times, moved to Thailand, moved to different places in Thailand. We've moved back to Melbourne, then back to Newcastle, which was Shanna's hometown, so she could spend some more time with her family, and so she could be in an area where we thought it would be best for her health as well. This year it's been crazy, and we couldn't have got here without you. I want to say thank you so much to every single person here who has played some part, whether that's very small or big. There's been so many people who have helped us in so many ways. I'm incredibly grateful to every single one of you. I don't possibly know how I can express that. Shanna, of course, she feels the same way. In the process of the past 9 months, many people have donated to us. We created a GoFundMe campaign because the government didn't want to actually support her with the process. I didn't tell her this information at the time. We received a letter in the mail and it said there won't be government funding. So we had to, of course, fund this ourselves. Plus, Australian medical system decided that she was an unlikely case for survival, so they weren't really all that interested. So we found alternative ways, and ways that I think have definitely helped her. But those cost a lot of money. The GoFundMe campaign raised over $330,000, and I had no expectations of that whatsoever. The cancer treatments that she went through for around 15 to 20 weeks cost around $11,000 per week. Of course, unless we'd sold our house, we couldn't have paid for that. We didn't have that kind of cash just sitting in the bank. So it wasn't really possible for us to do that without help. And we received a staggering amount of help, not just financially, emotionally, physically, help with moving, help with phone calls, help with messages. The list goes on. I don't know where to start and where to stop. But I want to say thank you to every one of you. In some way, whether it's big or small, you've played a part in changing our lives for the better. There's no question about that, and I really genuinely mean that. So I want to apologize. I've not been able to thank everyone who has helped us. There's been so many people who have, and I just can't. I feel like I'm incapable physically or in some way of really expressing my gratitude to you properly. So thank you so much. I'm sorry that I can't do it in person for everyone, but there's just been so many people who have helped us. My key takeaway for all of this is this. Human beings have the incredible ability for kindness and empathy. The media always talks about the bad side of humanity, the negative side of humanity, what we're all doing wrong, the murders, the terrible things that are going on, the gossiping, the rumors, all the bad things going on in the world. The world's heating up. There's many, many bad things going on every day. They focus on the negative. We're bombarded with it. But the reality is here. The majority of the human race, well, at least I think, have the incredible ability for empathy. That's something that I've learned this year, something that I really did not fully understand until now. Thanks for watching.